my cousins will be calling me, hey, how is Ike? He's not upset. I said, people are now catching. I said, leave him. He is worse. Who is he? How much does he have? I still did they feel bad for Ike? Like, what has this boy done to you? But that's my brother. That's my blood, So
me and this guy were brothers, but we can't play like that. Backyard bands.
It's that good shit.
All right. Test one to check. Testicles.
You got voice.
What are you doing, bro?
Give us
Wow,
notes.
Charles.
Ladies and
Gentlemen.
Oh, I can hear everybody. That's fine. I'm going to skip introductions and just get straight to the main guest. I'll put everybody's names here in there. Pop. Oh, you're a regular. You're not a Torontarian.
No. We can't do that.
What?
If not, next time we invite
What's
him on the show. So let's give him the respect. All protocols duly observed. So please introduce.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? This is the Backyard Bands Comedy Podcast. By the voices, you know who's here, but we have two special neighbors. One of them is my able Oga, my humble director, award-winning, now part of the DGC. He's
This is the Toronto coming out.
Major fit.
It's a different level now. But yeah, I have Charles with me, ladies and gentlemen. Charles, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by a special neighbor from overseas.
Overseas.
It's not easy, man, to fly and come have a good time.
Don't know.
I've been told to tell you, welcome home, brother.
Oh my God! This is like the umpteenth time I'm getting that.
Okay.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're graced by the presence of none other than the one, the only, Mr. Alexx Ekubo.
Hey,
Come
what's up,
on.
guys?
Where's the
What's
pew
up,
pew
what's up,
pew?
what's up?
I'll put it in post.
Okay.
So inside pew pew pew.
Well, Alex, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, man?
I can see you enjoying Canada more than us that live in Canada.
Yo, bro. Everywhere I go, I bring the sunshine. I bring the enjoyment.
Come on.
Soft life is meant for me. That is all. If I perish tomorrow, just know that it's enjoyment. I don't like struggle. So,
Well, yeah, how's your time so far?
so far it's been great. It's been really good. First time in Toronto, so I'm loving it. The energy, the people. Everywhere I go, everybody's saying to me, "Welcome home, welcome home." Somebody said last night, "Welcome home, Daddy." I was like, okay. Slow down. It's too hot. Let me.
Where were you for this person to come and say
Right.
welcome home?
What is the first time you're meeting this
Was
person?
this in public?
Was it in a restaurant?
Guys, this is a PG show.
It's not
If I
my
tell
really
you, I'll
not.
have to kill you.
All right, that's cool, man. You've been in the company of Charles. How's it been hanging with Charles so far?
I've known Charles, since he was mad in Nigeria. Sorry, since since we've been boys for a long time in Nigeria, doing stuff together. So it's only right that I see him in Canada. I'm so proud of his journey so far, being a part of DC and DGC.
Directors
Sorry.
Guild of Canada.
Just easy, bro. And, should I tell them that there's a major thing coming up? He should in a major movie, like million dollar project coming up really soon. So I'm really proud of his journey so far. So if I see him for road, we could have bill him. Yes, bill him. Canadian dollars they in pockets.
So let's get right into it, man. I want to start off with a post I saw. How far are you on Ike?
That's my driver. That's my slave.
All I heard was Persian rug before. I need explanation. What's Persian rug mean?
I love their relationship online.
Yeah.
Like the way they drag each other online.
See,
in the comment, in the caption.
I've dragged Ike so much there. When you insult somebody, my cousins will be calling me, hey, how is Ike? He's not upset. I said, people are now catching. I said, leave him. He is worse. Who is he? How much does he have? I still did they feel bad for Ike? Like, what has this boy done to you? But that's my brother. That's my blood, So
Me and this guy were brothers, but we can't play like that.
This is a different type
This
of
last dragging that I dragged him about Canadian visa, it was even I felt bad. It was bad.
That was the recent one I saw. I was like, just imagine the pain. Imagine his son he hit Ike for Lagos now.
Ike woke up with the phone. That's why Ike's call, video call. Ike, I know he started as Esther Harris. What did I do you now? I just woke up. You they cost me. I follow you apply for Canada visa. Leave me alone now. Why you going to tell people? Say that to them. I say your father. I swear, man. Like if you guys ever hang out with Ike, like you're going to lose your way because I stressed that boy way too much. My whole clique, Ike, Yomi, oh man,
that's crazy.
But I love them. You know, I'm so proud of our journeys. We've been boys for forever and a day, and just seeing everybody just grow. I'm always running around the same circle. You know, no new friends. So yeah.
All right, cool. Let's jump back to 2000 and I want to say 5 maybe. Allegedly, that's when you probably started movies, right? I want to probably say around that era, 2005, 2006, and then you transitioned into modeling because there's an interview I saw where you're not sure which one started before the other. We're not sure if it was movie.
Homework.
What was done?
I'm like, okay.
So which one have you? Do you think you know which one you started first? Movie star or model?
So when I get asked this question, I don't know if I'm a model turned actor or an actor turned model. Because
you're a troublemaker online now.
Huh?
You're a troublemaker online.
Oh my god. So, but because I know far back as 2005, like you mentioned, there's this great movie director, producer, Lancelot Udua, who lived right across our family house. And at a very tender age, they'll come to our house to act and shoot movies and give me like little roles to play. So I started acting then. I remember my first movie in 2005 was Sinners in the House with legends like, God rest his soul, the late Justice Siri.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we did that movie, and I went on to do like a couple more other movies afterwards. And along the line, I started modeling, you know, little here and there modeling, and then in 2010 was when I officially. So before then, I had been dabbling. That when I was in school studying law, I've been doing a bit of, you know, acting gigs here and there and stuff like that, doing TV presenting, which my friend introduced me to. God rest his soul, Otun Jama. He just died about a month ago, and then in 2010, I was a part of Mr. Nigeria, so that was like my claim to fame,
right.
You know, my official entry into the industry. And then I said, you know what, I'm doing this. After that, I was already done with school, studying law, University of Calabar, and I said, you know what, this is it. This is, you know, what we're going to be doing.
So why Mr. Nigeria? Why not? I mean, actors usually take the Big Brother route. Your brother, we had Chris Okagwe. He went the Gouda Ultimate Search route.
Yeah.
So why?
I mean, first of all, you bear in mind this was 12 years ago, so you know the platform wasn't as big as it is now. You know, so at the time, I just felt like that was more befitting for me to do because it was something that had to do with, you know, knowledge about the country. I remember doing the auditions for Mr. Nigeria, the screening for Mr. Nigeria, and you know they had all the guys come up there and then they would pull their shirts, little bouncers I used to see in the club, pull their shirts with 6-packs and everything. And they said to me, after seeing all of them, I was like, God, I can't even compete. You know, and then they said to me, so what are you going to bring to the table? Why do you want to be a part of Mr. Nigeria? And I said to them, you know, I believe that Mr. Nigeria contest is not just about 6-packs for, you know, for photo shoots or having a pretty face for billboards and stuff. You know, I'm well knowledgeable about the country. I grew up around Nigeria. I speak 4 major Nigerian languages: Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Efik. I studied law. I have a diploma in mass communications. I'm well grounded in the religions around the country. They were like, oof,
Who's this guy?
this guy? Come. You know, so for me, I felt like that was a platform that I could use to pretty much showcase my talent and what I had to offer at the time. And afterwards, my career just went astronomical since then. So I didn't think I needed to go on all the other shows.
That's good. Well, I mean, it's late now, but congratulations on your Mr. Nigeria journey.
Thank you.
I think I wanted to ask, though, with all the degrees you have, you also have a PhD, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's from the ISCG University in Benin Republic.
Right. Why do you stay with the movie industry? Because let me for example, like I've worked with Charles, right?
Yeah.
And when Charles first came here, I don't know if he told you this. We shot 3-4 movies in like 2 months, and it was long. It's not 8-hour days, 16-hour days, and all that stress just to make. I mean, don't get me wrong, movies are good, but you're making a movie, putting all that work in, but you have so many degrees, so many accolades.
I don't have so many degrees. Let me clear that because I don't like book. That is not to say that shout out
you
to
have
everybody.
a degree in law.
I have degree in law, diploma in mass communications. It's an honorary degree. It's an honorary degree from ISCG, so it's not like a.
So that's honorary degree. You didn't go to school, they just like you and they call you and they give you.
They appreciate his work.
Have you not seen Brad Pitt? All them people, they get honorary degrees from specific universities.
You actually don't
You
study.
become a master's in a particular field, and they feel like they give you
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what was the field with a master in?
film, entertainment, bro, and stripping. For stripping chicken off the bone. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a good save? Okay.
Have you considered stripping?
No.
Stripping for the stripping what? Chicken?
Stripping chicken
Yes.
off
Yeah.
the bones.
Of the
Yeah.
bones.
Wow.
Yeah.
We believe that.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
It seems like you have used that line before. It came so natural.
It just came right out. I was like, I said, she was like, wait, what? But I just confessed to a crime.
So what's your favorite role so far?
I mean, acting my favorite role is acting a father of his favorite child. All these movies mean so much to me, and I've been in different headspace at the time they were filmed. I could literally just think of any movie right now and think of where my head was at the time. The challenges and what I had to go through and what I had to bring to flesh the character. So for me, it's kind of personal. Like I feel like when we filmed the movie First Lady with Omoni, it was different from what I was going through. Was from when we filmed Charlie, with Charles. Charlie with Charles.
Wow.
Ooh.
All right.
There you go. And all the other movies I've gone ahead to make, and most recently a movie I made with AY where I had to shave my beards, Almajiri, recently has 27 nominations at the TINF. Toronto.
Nice.
Yeah. You can clap.
You said 27.
27 nominations.
A tiff.
I have one. I have Best Actor, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be back next month
Gotcha.
to get it. And then
Congratulations.
Charlie is also
Also there.
Tin. That's the
Tin. Toronto International Nigerian.
Nollywood Film.
Oh,
Festival.
no,
Also not
Film
the
Festival.
TIFF.
Okay,
Not
got
the
it.
TIFF.
It's next
It's next
TIFF,
month.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So hopefully, fingers
Nice.
crossed, I'll be back.
Nice.
For that, and
Do we vote for that? Like, no, it's not.
it's
No.
jury.
It's jury. It's
selection,
like the
jury
Oscars.
based.
You know that.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And Almajiri will be in cinemas nationwide from December 2nd. So yeah,
Nice.
Nationwide.
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
You've apparently shot about 3 movies with Charles. I think Charlie. Locked Up.
Telling us about ourselves. Tell us more, bro.
Locked Up.
Chance, we did a Locked Up together, the
Yes.
one with Efe and the
Yeah.
right? Charlie.
And I think there's one more. I just can't remember the
I
name.
think it's just 2 of it. Bro. I think there's one more.
I think there's one more. There's one more.
What's the one?
Yeah, first
Yeah.
movie.
No. What's the one that Nina came?
That's Locked Up.
Was that Locked Up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's.
I can't remember.
It's
I
okay.
think
Yeah,
it's
go
two.
ahead.
Fine.
So yeah, but Charles, how's it been like working with him?
Alex is a cool guy.
Should I be here for this?
Are you only saying this
Are you
because
just
he's
saying that
just
because
gonna-
he's here?
Alex is my friend, so working with him is easy. Alex, sit down there. Okay. Alex, stand up. Let's go. Okay.
Tell them what I do when you don't feed me.
Because
I'm a beast when you don't feed me.
Only problem with Alex
Yeah.
is that he says this funny prayer that is always about food.
Father Lord, touch the hearts of our producers to feed us. When we are shooting, may he say, oh, look at my slaves. Go and buy chicken for them. Go and buy asun for them.
And that kind of gingers everybody to work, but also requests for food, extra food. And then he thinks of other people. You know, the certain actors you work with, they're just about themselves. He thinks of other people as well.
Call their names. Name them.
Name them one by one.
And it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Hey!
So this is my own problem with Charles. We can start filming and Charles can get distracted. Especially in Canada. I don't know how it works in Nigeria because like in Canada, like Charles works with minimal crew, so he's literally working. Like it's not like in Nigeria where I guess he just holds a megaphone and
he's holding
he's
camera.
got people. He's doing a lot of things on set, and Charles can get distracted and or like Charles.
No, now that I'm with the union.
It's different. Levels of change.
I had over 100 crew. My DOP had 2 camera assistants.
Wow.
When Charles was suffering, I was there. Now that I'm 100% crew.
I was there too.
Right. So don't worry. This one is about to shoot with like 1,000 crew. So everyone's going like,
We are together.
together. When I asked, I said, Charles, so what's my role on the face? Alex, it's not me. This one is not my power anymore. Things are not done like Nigeria. This one is straight from Canada. The Canadian government, the phone movie. Charles.
You're like Charles.
Are you serious?
That's the problem with plenty crew. So many people have to take decisions.
But like with the sensitivity in Canada,
Yeah.
how do you get to work that out?
I don't know. I think I've just been, should I say, blessed.
Okay.
I walk in, the doors are opening and stuff. Things are happening.
No sensitivity in the sense like
People.
like
You
there's
can't
a
just
lot
come and say, come and
there's a
sit.
lot of things you
Yeah.
have to consider.
Oh no! Before I got into the guild, like I did a lot of training and stuff. So I got to understand their culture, how they work, what they look out for and stuff.
Some of us
Like it
are
was a lot of
struggling
training.
with
It was a lot of
It's tough.
Yeah.
Especially in the
So
workplace.
now I understand how it is kind of setting jokes that you can't crack, setting things that in Nigeria we know ourselves. We know what we
Exactly.
say. We yab each
You
other.
can't say things like
This
yellow
one, you're like,
face.
are you like
You
your
can't
watch?
say things like yellow face. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm home now. This is farm, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is fine. This is backyard. Yeah.
Say yellow face, everything.
Sorry, I have a question for Alex. Alex, there are times when, before I ask my question, there are times when you're working 2 different shoots at the same time, right?
So I try not to do that. I
I was
try.
gonna
But
ask
have you
how-
done it
That's
before?
that's old.
That's old. I don't.
That's old
I
Nollywood?
can't remember. I have never done that before, but I've probably been filming, and maybe they have to pick up something. I try as much as possible not to do that. I even have a principle where if I'm filming and you send the script, I don't read the script until I'm done. So I need to completely get out of character and detach myself from that character. So I try. Shout outs to my colleagues that can do that. I can't do that. I don't want to.
I don't think anybody should do that though.
I don't think it's professional.
I don't think
so. I feel like people do it for
It's
more
not- I
money,
don't
right?
think, you know, so I try. So most of the projects I've been blessed to be a part of, you know, I don't film most of those kind of productions that I filmed like in other parts of Nigeria. So that's where you have most of those. Oh, I've been here. They have this thing where they shoot with the person during the day and the person shoots another production at night. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how they do it, but no, it's not for me. You know.
I had a question. I saw somewhere online that your worth, your net worth, or whatever they call that shit.
Okay, guys. What quality do you have? What quality do you have? Is it Moroccan passport? No. It's blue. It's blue. What's your name? Let me buy you a drink.
I heard something that your net worth is about above 1 million right now, USD.
USD?
Yeah.
They lied. I mean, it's the neighborhood of 10.
Big energy.
Backyard Bass exclusive, guys.
Anyway, see Alex, beg you. They don't go rock for Lagos.
Don't believe anything you see online.
I shock.
That's what I'm asking him.
I say, if I get $1 million, I will run from myself. I'll be like, Jesus Christ.
It's just crazy how people sit down and just derive such numbers.
They just make it up, right?
I mean, bruh, don't believe everything you see on the internet, you know.
That's
So.
I tried to ask, man.
But wait, do you really think if he will say, "Oh yes, I'm worth one"?
That's
Come on.
true.
I beg you, my helpers of destiny are
That's true,
watching
actually.
this. So
Come on.
before
Take a good look at him.
Shanti's like, nah.
Shanti's like, she's starting to reconsider. She's like,
A million.
Shanti,
a million.
thought this show was supposed to be about you. Tell me.
There's a reason why that couch was set up.
Yeah, and then you categorically said, sit down here.
Yeah. They have told me to.
Alex, so you've been in the movie industry for almost 15 years now. So you've been through a bunch of generations. So I want to kind of just like ask. I personally, I watched Nigerian movies as a kid. So I did the Rattlesnakes, the Last Burial, Bakassi Boys, Isakaba. That's my gen, right? And then somewhere in between, there became a disconnect with sort of the movies that they started putting out in terms of the story. You started doing movies in 2010.
Yeah, first of all, let me greet you, Dre. You're in the Sakaba era. I greet you, sir.
We need to give you cola notes.
Senior. He said like cartoon. How? Are you up to 30 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's turning.
Put it straight.
Canadian was side
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, right? And then, coming into this new decade that we're in, well, I mean, a couple of years prior, there's now a major interest in the Nigerian movie industry. For me personally, I think we as consumers had a disconnect with the storytelling between, again, I want to say 2010 to like 2013, 14, 15. I feel like there was this disconnect. Like a lot of us who had left were not necessarily watching movies in diaspora because I guess the storytelling, the quality, but it wasn't the way it is now. And now it's like everybody wants to be a part of it, right? And I feel like you've been part of the entire process. So did you feel like there was a disconnect at one point where the Nigerian movie industry was just like complacent, but now it's like it's picked up where like you're booked back to back, you're flying different places, doing different movies and stuff? And if you felt it, what was it like being in that process?
I mean, I just feel like, first of all, I feel like even, my age right now, and it's like I think we're the crossover generation, Charles and I, being born in the 80s and then having to see a bit of the dark ages and then the light ages, the light era, the social media era and all that stuff. So you get to experience like the best of both worlds. I've been there. The little part I was blessed to be a part of, Nollywood and stuff, is different. But big shout outs to everybody that did it before me. I wouldn't have a dream to follow today if they didn't follow their dreams. Like when it wasn't cool to be an actor, there were people that were out there doing it when it wasn't paying, when there were no brands to influence and all of that. Now people like me can ride around. One of my cars back home, plate number is actor. I'm so proud to just say that I'm an actor, and it's just amazing to see how much we've grown from that time to now. When people try to say, oh, there's old Nollywood, there's new Nollywood, I don't see that. I don't see no disparity between.
I like your political answer.
Huh?
I like your political answer.
You like what?
Your political answer. Because there
It's
is
not political because
political.
So are you saying there's no new Nollywood?
I think it's because they are in the industry.
No, let me tell you.
Consumers though, guys. Don't you agree?
There is huge.
You evolve.
There's a difference.
The style you were wearing 2-3 years ago is different from what it is right now. We can't wake up. If we shoot Isakaba right now, even you will not like it. What are they shooting on then? What's that? DSLR. Then you will not even like it. If we shoot what they're shooting back then, the audience, the mind has evolved. People are coming straight out of the cinema watching Avengers.
Not SLR.
SLR. Watching Avengers, watching all these $300 million projects that is like mind blowing, and you come and give them Isaka. But the audience right now, the thing is, you see, back then, there was a bit of limitation to access. People didn't have social media. People didn't have much of this.
There was no internet.
So you were in that zone. Right now, most people don't find these comedians, these slapstick comedians back home funny because they now have a lot to compare them with. When you juxtapose Osofia besides Kevin Hart, it's not like, so you have to like him to feel like you can connect. But then most of you feel like, why are you drinking and falling into the gutter? But at the time, it made sense because that was all you could think about and all you could see. That was all around you. So right now, Nollywood is trying. We're not where we want to be, but we're definitely not where we used to be. So it's still a work in progress. The industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and these productions cost money. Do you know how much it costs to make an action flick, even in Hollywood? We don't have that budget. So when people look at us and say, oh, look at what you're shooting, we are trying. We are literally trying to give you Avengers on a Instagram skits budget.
Yeah.
One scene alone, one major scene in Hollywood can eat you up to $800,000. Yeah. We don't even shoot with what they use for craft service, their refreshment on set. And we're still trying to compete. We're trying to make it work.
Nah, but you guys don't eat craft service now.
That's why it's called African magic. That's why it's called
African magic. When we shoot finish, we can't carry small juju, just with small blood of Jesus. Because it's hard, bro.
But I have a question real quick. So with what you just said, do you pick and choose what movie you want to be involved in?
Yes, I have to, even though there's still an ocean of divide between what I finally choose and what finally comes out. But then I still, it's like, I'm getting on set, I'm like, but, so, the script said that we're at the resort. Why am I at somebody's backyard pool? Why am I here? Please, somebody call Tola.
Shots fired.
There's a certain production that was supposed to be acting with a rat.
What?
Yeah, we actually got a rat.
Yeah.
We did get a rat?
Yes, the rat ran away.
So Charles sent me a script. Charles, you're on blast because you brought me here.
We got a rat.
Charles sent me. Hold on, no, this is my
Alex saw the rat.
No.
Is this the rat? He was so scared.
Listen, no. This movie is what's it called? Locked Up, right? The story is about a guy.
But it's a beautiful film.
It's a beautiful story. I think Charles doesn't smoke. So maybe he went around people that smoke. The idea got into his head. Charles is a fantastic filmmaker. He eats, sleep, thinks, film. That's the only thing he can do, pretty much. Charles sent me a script. The script only is literally 90% me and a rat. I leave my wife. I go into a warehouse. Somehow I'm locked up in the warehouse, and there's a rat there talking to me, and I'm talking back to the rat.
This ratatouille.
Nigerian ratatouille.
That's where the story gets interesting. So we're having conversations back and forth. The rat is bringing me food. I'm taking bread from the rat. It's all good. When I'm done, I call Charles. I said, Charlie, how far? You fit talk where you did? He said yes. I said, Charlie, now rats. That mistake. Charles goes, no. I said, okay. The rats don't read the script. I'm good. I'm ready to shoot. Whatever you want me to do, I'll kiss the rats. But the rats don't, because you get where the rats go bring food, come give me. And I collect, come send them back. Come go bring key. Come open the safe. Charles was like, no. We got this. Charles said to me that he has a trained rat. So at first, you now said to me there's a mechanical rat. Charles, yes or no?
No, I said there's a rat that's going to be on set.
Did you say there's a mechanical rat?
There was going to be a digital rat at the end of
digital rats. Okay.
So you probably didn't understand. At the end of the day, was there a rat or was there no rat in the movie?
Let's just say there were movements. Let's leave it at that. Let's not put Charles on blast before your directors, your guild people will see you here.
Before we wrap up, I want to know
before we wrap up.
Wait, I have one question real quick. Sorry. So you see how loads of like Nigerian movies are on Netflix and Amazon Prime, so it can be to either of you.
Yeah.
Do you guys typically know it's gonna be on those two platforms prior to filming and finding your cast? And I guess if you knew before filming, do you pitch it to Alex like, yo, it's gonna be on Netflix, are you down, kind of thing?
So there are two different answers because I'm
I
from the actor side, so that's what
yeah.
the so you want ladies first.
Wow. Sorry, Charles.
Charlie.
No one talked to you.
This your friend.
No one talked to you.
You said it was your friend.
Sorry. I
IK, come and take us.
I was going to say, because it seems like it's only IK that takes it from Alex. Because Alex gives it to everybody.
Everybody and anybody.
It's like, that's what it is.
Anyway, to save time, for me personally, when I want to do a film, because there are different markets for films in Africa. We have movies that go straight to TV. We have movies that go to cinema. We have movies that go to the SVOD, the Netflix and co. So before production, you know that okay, this movie, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it to Netflix. This is the range I read Netflix spends. So I would beforehand know that I'm not going to spend above a certain range because I know where the movie is going to end. So if I'm doing a movie that's going to end up in YouTube, I won't call Alex for that movie because Alex will charge me. I won't be able to pay. I'll lose money. If I'm going to call him, Alex, how far are you there, house? I beg, just play come today and get everything what they do. One shoot, one skit. You know, then. So, but basically, we do know where the movies are going to end, and that influences our decision in how to shoot the movie, the cast, and certain types of script. So, if I have a small budget, I'm not going to be shooting a movie that I'm blowing down the streets and stuff. I'll be in one small house, just do one small drama, husband and wife quarrel, no yeah. So.
Okay. And do you typically pitch it to the cast that you?
Most of the cast nowadays are very smart. They will ask you, where are you showing this movie?
Yeah.
That influences how they're going to charge you and how the movie's going to be exposed.
Okay.
So a lot of them do that.
So I'm assuming you pay them outright, and then everything from there is now
You make it
production.
Most of the time. Nowadays, too, there are actors that say, I want a percentage.
1 point.
I want a point.
I take points.
Because royalties.
I want royalties. I want stuff. So
So that means you're committed into the project.
Yeah.
So
Which is why they
if a
push
movie
it
is
more.
going to cinema, for example, there's so much work to be done because you
It
have
doesn't
to do
end when you finish
It doesn't
the
end
film.
when you're done. You have to do like cinema promotions, tours, and all that. To
sometimes
promote
you can
the
say,
movie.
oh, we had bad sound on set. Can you come and do
Yeah,
ADR for this scene? And they will still come
Whereas
and
if it's going to
already covered in the contract.
SVOD, it's just send the poster. This movie is now on Amazon Prime, and that's about it. But most times people want to even like go around Nigeria with the movie, like we're having like a tour and all that to promote the movie.
Nice.
So talking about Netflix, I see a lot of Netflix originals for South African shows.
Yeah.
Not as much for Nigerian.
We're coming.
It's actually.
We're coming.
I
We're
feel like
coming.
it's
No,
getting there.
they're coupled. I'm not saying
We're
they're
coming.
easy.
That's what.
Trust me, I
But it's
just
more on
want to say
Amazon
that
Prime, though.
in 3 words, we are coming. Like, it's just been a lot of amazing productions.
That's good.
Yep,
Yeah,
out of
back to back.
out of
You'll
Nigeria.
soon see
Nollywood
before
coming
we-
as major
That's good.
productions.
Before we get into the amazing stuff, let's not necessarily talk about, but can we also agree? Well, you guys won't be able to agree because you guys are industry cats, but there's also some things. Let me put it like this: do you feel like there's stuff on Netflix from the Nigerian market that
Should not be.
Let me cut you before you even land.
Should not be there.
Don't you see
Nigerian
that there are so many
producers
other movies
left.
on Netflix that should not be there?
Yeah, that's
that are
true.
not Nigerian movies.
you're
You're
right?
right.
That
Have you
is
not gone to
true.
the cinema?
Nigerian
You-
producers about to leave the charts.
Have you not gone to the cinema and you're upset?
No,
What
you're
am I
right.
watching?
You're
Yeah,
right,
but
but
you're
right,
speaking
but-
about Nigerian movies.
But I feel like
Why do you have to throw the punch to us?
No, I'm not
kind
throwing
of
punch.
movies, though?
I'm
Yeah,
asking
he has
because
a fair point.
no, he has a fair point.
Because I
Yes.
feel like a lot of Nigerians use a different eye to look at Nigerian movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
The truth is
As
this,
compared-
No. I think rubbish is rubbish.
Hollywood will do
let me tell you
rubbish.
something.
But it's like
The
we're more
truth is,
receptive
in
to rubbish than
Nollywood, I'm not trying to defend Nollywood. What we sold or what we're
We
selling
are
in
not
Nollywood.
Hollywood now.
I know, but I'm really blend. What we sold in Nollywood or what we're selling in Nollywood are stories, are unique stories. That's what we're selling. We're not selling cameras and clean pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
We're selling our stories. Same
Yeah.
thing with our music. Same thing with our comedy. We're selling our culture.
So I don't think it's
in
much
a
as
way.
the production. I think for me it's more about
I'm going
the
to
story.
apportion that blame adequately, which is 80% Netflix and 20% the producer. Why are you taking the rubbish?
Exactly.
Netflix.
Because it's cheaper.
No, but if I'm trying to sell, I want to make money.
But isn't it the
If I
thing
come
of-
here and package shit there's a show, if I package shit and you decide to buy it, that's your loss.
I guess.
So why are they taking it?
I just feel like it
they should have quality control.
Yeah.
I feel like it could
Guess
close
trying to
doors
make it more
for.
They
diverse,
should
though.
have quality
I
control.
don't feel like it could close doors for like
No,
future
I agree. I've
opportunities.
had that conversation with cinema owners where I said to them, you're making it hard in the long run for Nollywood to thrive, because a lot of times people are in the cinema. A lot of movies are just meant to be on SVOD, like video on demand, or just be on TV. That way, you're going.
Alex,
to the bathroom,
you know that movie is relative. I did a movie with a very big star. The movie is on Netflix, and when we went to the cinema with that film, before I went to the cinema, I did my edit, I did my cut, and I sent my cut to the distributors, and one of the major actors came and said, no, I'd spoiled the film because I'd cut it in a particular way that they weren't happy with. And I was like, professionally, this is what we should have. We don't need all of this junk in the film. And we had this back and forth. And then the executive from the distributor said, you know what, let's go bend towards what the actors want, because they know what people want from them. And then the movie went to the cinemas, and they called me one day to come to one of the theaters in Surulere. I got there and they were like, I just want you to see what the reaction is. And then they had this scene where one very big Yoruba actor came in on the set. He hadn't even said anything. People were literally standing on their chairs and they were screaming and they were yelling. And they were like, Charles, can you see now that it's not all about your camera angles and the sound design and stuff. Sometimes it's about the people, what the people want to hear. And that movie sold close to 100 million as at that time in the cinema. And it was even they rated it one of the highest movies, grossing movies. It ended up in Netflix, and then people say, what kind of trash movie is this? Why are they shouting? Why are they doing this? So it depends on who's watching the movie, where the movie is going to.
Yeah, but then even Hollywood, you have different edits.
Yeah,
You're not going to take what you edit for Nigerian cinema for Netflix. Netflix is a brother audience. You're showcasing it to the world.
Yeah.
But who's watching? Is it Nigerian or Nigerian lovers?
Not really. There are people who just
actually want to
anybody
watch.
Have watched Indian movies.
Yeah.
Have watched,
I don't think it's just Nigerians that watch
doing
it.
a lot of things for Nigeria.
Yes.
So
More than what Nigerians know.
No.
A lot of people have reached out to me. What would you recommend?
you know how you're on Netflix and you just click surprise me.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
it
actually
plays something.
genuinely see.
You end up liking it or not liking
Yeah.
it, or you have a Nigerian friend, or you guys are in a gathering and you want to show that you're cool, or you can relate and you want to watch something. So we have to be careful what we put out there.
Dope. Alex, what are you working on right now?
My life,
This guy like
my brother. I'm just trying to survive and be happy. Travel around the world, see beautiful women.
How many countries have you been to?
This year,
In general.
I've been to 3 continents this year and about 6 countries, 12 cities.
Nice. What countries?
So I hit from April, was my birth month. I was in UAE, so I did Dubai. And in April, I went to Houston. I had a 10-day birthday party in Houston. I went on a boat cruise. I did Mexico. I did the Bahamas. And I got back to the UK. I did London. And went to America. I did Miami. I did Fort Lauderdale. And I'm here now. I'm doing Canada.
Nice.
And I still have...
It's
what?
plenty.
When's your birthday in April?
10. Is that your-
6.
You're 6?
Yeah, come on.
Hello, baby.
Oh,
are you
just put me on.
Oh, no? Okay.
It's
Oh,
plenty.
okay. All right then.
Baby, travel. Alex, man, we gotta go, but
No problem.
I want to do this conversation again properly. I'm hoping that you'll be back for the 10th, and hopefully we can chop it up more. But it's
Can we have jollof rice when I come
No,
back?
for sure,
So we're
for sure,
eating
for
and
sure.
drinking.
no, we'll make it
I
a
mean,
thing. We'll make
for
it a
sure.
thing.
And we're more comfortable clothes than sweaters.
But before we
Shenzi?
go, I want to play a game real quick.
I know he was looking at me. But I
I want to
I'm
play
concentrated.
a game real quick with you guys,
Let's go.
just to wrap it up. So this game is going to be different. Actually, Alex, on our show, we do something called How Much Are You Wearing?
Somebody will beat.
How much are you
God.
wearing?
Yes.
So-
Alex
please.
used to watch it.
No.
Alex
I'm
will
just
be.
seeing what. All I'm looking at
Wait
is
for me.
No,
don't
see,
really watch.
I see those shows, and if you know me, I don't. My brand is
It's
very
a lie.
modest. Please, people think I don't have more than
It's a lie.
Please, I bet you see everything I'm wearing is a gift from God.
It's priceless. There you go.
It's priceless. You want to see it? Go and look for it. Go and look for the tennis bracelets.
Alex, let's go.
Go and look for
Let's
this.
start.
Stop
I will
going.
not tell you. I
This
swear.
one,
It's priceless.
This what do you call it? Jesus Sando. Jesus Sando.
I'm
Priceless
trying to
already.
be more like Christ.
And your maker.
And my maker said it's just as I'm wearing. I checked from Jericho to Jerusalem. All these things are earthly possessions.
So what we'll do is we'll do a game. It's kind of like a name, like a categories. So we'll do categories, names of something. And everybody's gonna go around and say something. And if you choke, you're automatically
I
out.
always
So
win
it's
this
like
game.
concentration now.
Yeah.
There you go.
I always
but
win it.
Oh, they call
so-
it categories here.
Okay.
All right. So you can start. So we're gonna go.
Wait,
with-
so don't start telling me streets in Canada.
No,
Otherwise, I will
we
take
won't
you
do
all
that.
to Abia State. You name past village chiefs. Okay, good. So
Yeah.
keep it universal.
So we're gonna start
I'll
with
be
you, and we're
easy.
gonna go this way.
We're going this way.
Yeah, Nazo, you're next.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
This is not a kids show, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
Okay.
Concentrate.
Concert.
Come on, baby. Okay, names of colors: green,
White,
Purple,
Pink.
Red,
black,
Yellow.
magenta,
orange,
Fuchsia.
indigo.
olive.
Come on now. Come on. Something happened over there.
magenta.
Something.
What's the color?
That's what you said.
Is it magenta?
Bro,
Yeah.
bro,
color?
off your mic. Get out of here, man. Shit.
You have made it on the team because this off your mic thing is part of our.
Oh, really?
Okay, Alex, you're gonna start next. So
Me?
it's gonna be Alex on you then.
Concentration.
Please be nice, Sha. Please.
Conservative concentration.
I go do
Expensive concentration.
Jesus.
Names of sexual positions.
Jesus Christ.
Doggy.
Cowgirl.
Amazon.
missionary,
Reverse cowgirl.
Papa Mama. That's a stand. You don't go cook. No.
One, but wait, can you describe it?
Papa Mama. Ask anybody. Ask
What is it?
Ask commenters.
Explain. Act it now.
Papa, wait. Papa and Mama is when Papa come back from work. He's tired. He's like just like
Just
I can't. Papa. No, you see, you are this one
So
is
just stand. Come on.
But that's not a position. That's a rhythm.
How do you get here? How did you get here?
Can we end the show? The show is finished now.
Because you feel that.
I didn't feel I was shocked. I actually have one.
Because what's Papa Mama?
Okay.
But that's
It's funny.
kinda
Alex
like-
said keep it universal. I went to Papa.
That's missionary. No? Did anyone say missionary?
They said cowboy, said reverse cowboy.
Missionary, no?
And nobody said missionary.
He said
No one
missionary.
said missionary.
I said missionary.
Hey, so you're out,
No.
Joe.
You said no. That's
No, you said
not-
cowgirl, yeah?
Yeah.
She said reverse cowgirl.
I
He
said
said
reverse
missionary.
cowgirl.
What did you say?
You have spoiled my question.
Amazon.
I want to be Amazon. What's Amazon? What's Amazon?
Always
What's Amazon?
this guy.
Let me I went forest. What's Amazon?
Okay, Jojo the Jojo will be very
Your
tired.
last
So
one.
many people are experts in Kama Sutra.
Okay, your last one. Please give us universal answers that we know.
From Papa, Mama to give us.
What's Amazon now? What's Amazon? Don't say that.
Bro, I'll exit. Charles, start. 4 of you.
concert,
Don't say.
names of cars, Lamborghini,
Porsche.
You're out. Next. You were thinking about it now. You were
I will go if I'm to
picking
go.
us
No, I will go if I'm to go. But come on now. She didn't even. I love cars. I love cars. I didn't even turn. No, you should be. There are times you count. It's like 3 seconds.
But when you pause like that, don't you say cuts?
No, I just turned to give my answer. What light and light. No, I will tap out honestly, but I feel like I'm a beast on here and you cheated me.
Charles. Chill, you start.
Who's left? 3 of us. She's
I
out
think we'll be
there.
out next. Sha.
Concentration.
How many of us are playing first of all?
Just
3 of us.
Yeah.
I thought she was out already.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm a winner.
All right. Let's go. Drop it.
Time to do nice though.
Well, we're all in Canada, so
Yeah.
I'm able to.
I
Eh?
just
No.
moved not long ago now.
Some of them are
4 years
visitors.
now.
Only 4 years.
Only 4 years.
I only know Toronto. Just a
Names of Ontario streets.
Let's go.
Salem.
Dofrey.
Adelaide.
Dundas.
Good. Go out.
Bye bye.
Say it again.
Bye bye. When you say that, I was like, what?
I didn't lie.
No, my GPS says Adelaide.
Oh yeah.
It's your
My GPS has a Nigerian accent. And it's correct.
That's correct.
Damn.
First time I came, actually
Charles, you threw me
Charles,
off.
Charles.
It was corrected.
He
Stop,
started.
So who's going? I'm going now.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Okay, let's do this. What can I use to throw Chemsy off?
He got.
Take her to Nigeria, bro.
Let me
No,
take you
no,
home. I'll take you home. We're both Africans now.
No, she's not Nigeria.
We're Africans, yeah?
Okay, Africa.
Concern.
Names of African countries. Morocco,
Congo.
Mozambique,
Côte d'Ivoire.
Cameroon.
Kenya.
No, you said Kenya.
She said it.
No.
She said it eventually.
Nigeria,
South Africa.
Zimbabwe,
Tunisia.
Kenya.
Is it your answer?
Alright, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun time. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you subscribe, leave a fun comment. If you want to see Alex back, comment, but also send funds.
Or send me money.
So we can fund the flight back on the couch.
Oh, that's so kind.
You have spoken it. You cannot
Private
take it
jet
back.
too.
Which private jet?
Charles,
Don't fly commercial.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Okay, I'll take commercial business.
Alex, your net worth is like what, 10 million?
God, I beg you.
What's $600? I feel like.
God, I beg you.
What's $600?
My helpers of destiny is watching this video. I beg you.
All right, man. Alex, please sign up for us. This is the Backyard Bounce podcast, so please sign up for us.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been an amazing time hanging out with you guys. Alexx Ekubo here, Ikuku, the breeze of Nollywood, signing out. Backyard Bands. See you guys soon. Bye for now. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we out.
We out.
Come on, that was good. Hey, home time.
Love.
Backyard Bands.
It's that good shit.